Deutschmarks, francs, lira, pesos will all be replaced by a single currency for 11 different countries. If this peace deal fails, foreign investors like Bombardier Shorts and Nortel aren't going to pull out of Northern Ireland. They say they're here for the long term. Harry Forestell, CBC News, Toronto. Harry Forestell, CBC News, Toronto. That's what's making news across Canada. Now we take you around the world. Today on the program, political showdown in the Sunshine State.
Around the world will keep you informed. CBC News Around the World.
I'm Harry Forestell. Here's what's making news right now.
The trail multiplied into several parts, a sign the spacecraft had broken up. All 7 astronauts on board gone. CBC Morning's Harry Forestell is at the Johnson Space Center in Houston this morning, where mission control is for the Columbia flight.
I'm standing at the front gate to the Johnson Space Center, and there is quite a moving memorial here, a collection of flowers and wreaths, messages to the families of the astronauts who were lost yesterday.
To locate all of their employees, they had about 2,000 people working in their subsidiary Thomson Financial, many of them working at the World Trade Center there. $300,000 books are added every year, and that doesn't even begin to count the maps, stamps, photographs, even sheet music that are part of the collection.
Welcome Mr. Forestell to the Legislative Assembly, but I want to welcome him back to New Brunswick, his home. He's a St. Johner, and he's been away for a while. Mr. Forestell is going to be the anchor of the evening CBC News Hour.
We're not broadcasting from somewhere else. We can tell New Brunswickers what the news is in New Brunswick because we live here. We live the news with them.
New Brunswick News on CBC News New Brunswick, starting at 5.
Incredibly, you can actually see the oil oozing from between the layers of shale. This is a rock that could re-energize a province badly in need of money.
Our justice system is built on these types of things, right?
Folks along State Route 92 know all about Southwestern Energy. The company's oil platforms dot the landscape all around this valley. But 13 families on this road are suing Southwestern, alleging its shale gas drilling has contaminated their groundwater and made some of them sick.
I've always enjoyed the work I do because, again, I come back to the point, where else could you get paid to go out and be curious about stuff and ask questions about things you may not know anything about?
You heard Victor Boudreau, what he had to say. What do you think of his comments about this enterprise? CBC News has uncovered dozens of property tax concessions. Freeze on my house for 23 years. I can imagine my tax bill would be pretty low. Coming up after the break, we'll have these stories for you. A New Brunswick company applauds the federal task force on legalizing marijuana.
It's sexy, rugged looking. No, I like him, yeah.
Thanks to an unbeatable formula of sin, sex, and fast cars.